Ari here. So I know I look like a bit of a mess right now. I got off a plane at like 3 a.m. or I went to the airport at 3 a.m. to come back from a speech and debate tournament today. And yeah, I barely have any makeup on and my hair's thrown up because that's the easiest thing to do. So I do Lincoln Douglas debate, which is a form of philosophical debate in which we debate a set resolution. In this case, the resolution is public colleges and universities within the United States ought not limit freedom of speech. So, debate basically revolves around an affirmative side and negative side debating over the set resolution. In this case, the affirmative would advocate for not having a limit on freedom of speech, and the negative advocates for having a limit on speech. So, I'm going to read my negative case for you guys, and yeah. So let's just begin. And I'm going to be speaking pretty fast. I'm going to do a form called spreading. And sorry if I'm looking down at my computer a lot. It's because I'm reading off of it. And yeah, so let's begin. Framework, core value, equality. Equality is defined by Oxford Dictionary as the state of being equal, especially in stats, rights, or opportunities. We ought to look to equality within this debate because equality is essential to moral and just government. While equality, government ceases to exist. And equality can never be achieved in a just society unless all participants have an equal opportunity to participate in the democratic process. A true democracy allows for rule by a majority while still valuing and respecting minority rights. Thus, the value criterion is fostering beneficial diversity. Fostering beneficial diversity is beneficial speech as a society as a whole. It creates an equal opportunity for everyone to learn within the society. Thus, Office of Personal Management 2017. When we draw on the wisdom of workforce that reflects the population we serve, we are better able to understand and meet the needs of our customers, the American people. Per this framework, because 1, the resolution is specific to the United States. As such, value criterion that are specific to U.S. democracy are superior in evaluating advocacy. General and absolute moral frameworks do not provide an adequate measure for evaluating theory, and you should prefer a U.S.-centric framework. 2, at the core of U.S. democracy are the principles of equality and diversity. We cannot have an effective democratic government unless all players in democracy enjoy an equal opportunity to participate in the democratic process, and diverse voices enrich the democracy and foster progress. Contention 1. Speech limits allow dominant and powerful voices to not overshadow minority voices. Subpoint A. Freedom of speech limits equality. The voices of minorities are drowned out in the battle of might makes right. By fostering diversity, we can ensure we reach equality for everyone by making sure they have their voices heard within society. Yeoman 90. When hate speech is directed at a student from a protected group, they affect us much more than her feelings. A verbal attack is a symptom of oppressive history of discrimination. Inflicts the harm student hinders his or her ability in the academic arena. Hate speech codes result in other benefits. The university is ideally a form of views or debate using rational argumentation. Part of a student's education is learning how to derive and rationally defend opinion. The hate speech code target is not presented rationally or used to provoke debate. Hate speech to provoke violence. As a society, we reason it is in best interest of the greatest number of citizens to restrict speech when it conflicts the primary purpose of the event. The primary purpose of academic institutions is to educate students, and hate speech obstructs the educational process by reducing students' ability to learn. Hate speech codes also solve the conflict between right to freely speak and the right to an education. Students exercising their free speech may espouse hateful or imitating words to impede other students' abilities to learn and thereby destroy their chances to earn an education. When there's imbalance of power between them and the students' majority, if a black student, for example, shouts an F-ed at a white student, the white student may become upset or feel enraged, but he or she has little reason to feel terror or imitation. Yet when a white student directs an F-ed towards a black student or a Jewish student, the verbal attack strikes its true fear on the victim. And subpoint B, allowing a further racist, homophobic, and sexist speech without limitation silences diverse voices and serves to victimize and marginalize the other. Garrett, 2017. The culture of racist, sexist, homophobic speech only serves to silence those voices. Such speech not only interferes with equal educational opportunities, but also deters the exercise of other freedoms, including those secured by the First Amendment. Faced with hate speech, many individuals silence are forced to flee violence and engaging in higher education dialogue is the key to learning, gaining knowledge. Contention 2. In the context of higher learning, silencing diverse voices eradicates the value of education. Because the resolution posits an issue in the context of higher education, the impact of silencing voices on campuses and pushing those voices to corners and margins of campus must be considered. When we silence minority voices within a society, diversity of the society as a whole is affected. Without diversity, diverse ideas would cease to exist. By promoting diversity, we are giving every student an equal chance to succeed within the adult world. Hyman Jacobs, 2009. Why is diversity important in college at all? 1, diversity expands worldness. A college campus is like opening the door to the entire world without traveling anywhere. 2, diversity enhances social development. 3, diversity prepares students for future career success. America's workforce is more diverse than any time in America's history. America's working age population comprised of members of a minority group is expected to increase from 34 to 55% by 2050. 4, diversity prepares students for work in a global society. 5, interactions with people different from ourselves increase our knowledge base. 6, diversity promotes creative thinking. 7, diversity enhances self-awareness. 8, diversity enriches the multiple perspectives developed by a liberal arts education. Subpoint B, education is especially important to minorities with the effects they'll have on society as a whole. America's U.S. Department of Education 2017. America's racial and ethnic minorities are fastest growing sectors in the country and make up a disproportionately large segment of the economically poor population. These groups make up less than 12% of graduate enrollment and 8% of graduate degrees. For success in the 21st century, success for the individual, success for our country, we need to ensure that access to graduate education is available to all Americans. that was about 4 minutes. And I read like a good 3 paragraphs. Yeah, more. So, woo!